Hi. So, yesterday I went to see a Bob Dylan concert with my family. Or so I thought. Listen, it was very special to me to share that moment with my parents, with my brother, because it's been a long time since we've done anything together, of traveling, going to a show, whatever. It's been years and years and years. The last time was when we went to Madrid to see my brother's show, but this kind of family activity, I missed it a lot. So it was very important and very special to me, also because Bob Dylan is very important and very special to me, okay? But what I saw was not Bob Dylan. It was a sound unit that, under the name Bob Dylan, performed the most intricate surgery of sound. A voice that was like Chet Baker, but fractal, in constant expansion, in constant interaction with the guitar, with the violin, with the drumming, the piano. What an amazing piano player he is. He uses it as a percussive element, okay? And his voice, Mother of God, wow. I mean, I've been following. I know all of his albums, okay? And I've seen a lot of live shows on the internet. And I know the voice of Bob Dylan as a blues singer. Like, what did you see? My blue star. And what did you see? At my darling, a young one. Okay? That's Bob Dylan to me. What I saw yesterday. Listen, Bob Dylan released 5 albums of covers of the Great American Songbook. And I knew he was up to something. I knew he was finding a new voice at 80. But I never thought how could that apply to his music. And I saw it yesterday. Listen, the audience was composed mostly of people the age of my parents or a little younger, a lot of politicians. And everyone was like, okay, yeah, we're going to see Bob Dylan, he's old, we got to see him before he dies. I was invited, I would never have paid. It was all kinds of things. Or the other, he's a living legend, I'm dying to see him, all my dreams come true, I hope he plays Blowing in the Wind, blah, 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 blah. From the moment the concert started, it was absolute silence. And how the sound interacted with the Alhambra, with the gardens of Generalife, with the wind, with the stars up in the sky, and with our own side. It's the first time in my life that I've listened to something more exciting than silence. And that's a lot. So, it was the most humbling experience I've ever had. Because I've been trying to, in the last few weeks, I've been trying to understand what does it mean to walk with truth, to speak with truth, to sing with truth, to dance with truth, to do everything with truth. And I thought I had gotten the grasp of it, but no, I have no fucking idea. Listen, my father, who 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 until yesterday thought he was a retired politician, he was like this. It was like the what Bob Dylan meant to him when he was 17 in 1967, and he was in Almeria, in this small town of the south of Spain, listening to Bob Dylan and dreaming of a new world. He reconnected with that, and he discovered that Bob Dylan means even more today than he did in the 60s. My mother, who for the last 10 years it has been impossible to take her out of the house, she was like a child. It's telling jokes, dancing, laughing, and saying, "This Bob Dylan, I mean, he's okay, but I wish he shut up so I can go to bed." My brother, who never stopped talking, he was silent. He was like a statue, just listening. And the and me, I was like, motherfucker. Not only do I have to compete with the legend of Bob Dylan, if I want to be not a musician but a human being, but I have to compete with a guy who is no longer Bob Dylan, who is not going to die until who knows when, 200 years, 300 years. And he's never going to stop. And he's never going to stop evolving because he's fractal. He's nature. He's nature. I have to compete with nature. How the fuck am I going to do this? So, the straight and narrow way, in my case, is gonna have to be a lot straighter and a lot narrower than I thought if I want to ever look at Bob Dylan to his eyes. Wow! So, Bob, man, I'm not even going to say thank you. Same as I don't say thank you to the sun every day. I cannot say thank you because you are a natural resource like water, like fire, like wind, like everything, like soil. So I'm gonna stop fucking around, stop talking about my heroes. Well, no, I will talk about my heroes, but I'm gonna focus on being the best human that I can be. So someday I can listen to Bob Dylan and not feel deeply ashamed of myself and of all the human race because in that concert I saw yesterday, he made his whole career irrelevant. He made the whole history of music irrelevant and he made the whole history of humankind irrelevant. That's the power of the man that you and I know as Bob Dylan, but who is definitely not Bob Dylan. So goodbye, Bob. Hope to see you soon. And I bow down. Bye.